Hey, what is up, everybody? Blades for here, and today for you guys another video, Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and going over what's all to come, or at least everything that we do know about the current P3R collab. Now, this has been something that I've been wanting to go ahead and go over, but of course, we had the first trailer yesterday, so now we know a lot more about it, so I might as well go ahead and cover it as well now. I will be also doing a little bit of a short about this, so for some of you guys who want mainly just a small TLDR, that will be out as well. But it'd be much appreciated if you do watch the longer version as well. But if you guys like videos like these, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tune in for more as usual. But let's get into it. So first things first, is always, we know the next Persona character that's going to be coming into the game is going to be Makoto Yuki from at least P3R. Now, this has been something that's been hinted at for quite some time now, and we knew, of course, that we were eventually going to get this collab when the time did come. We've been waiting on this for quite some time, I would like to say. And it's been no surprise. A lot of us were even looking at least the things inside of the what's it called, the battle pass, that actually ended up showing us the weapon for him quite some time ago as well. You can see we've had the weapon inside of the game, and this is hinted at him being here very soon, and it's going to be happening for at least TW and KR on the 8th of next month. As for a lot of my people who are on the CN side, that should be out very soon. I want to say this next Wednesday or Thursday, usually depending on the time zone here. So Wednesday or Thursday for them, and we're gonna get an actual first look of him and his moveset most likely tonight in about a couple, like 5 or 6 hours. So with that out of the way, Makoto himself is finally coming here. We're gonna finally have another at least main character into the mix of things. But what else do we know? Is that it? Well, one of the things that we do know, thankfully to the man that jotted it all down, is all the events and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So when it comes down to actually looking at some of the events and things, be sure to check out Najoxp5X's account on Twitter. He keeps us up to date all the time when it does come down to anything that I may have missed, especially when it comes down to like patch notes and stuff like that. So one of the first things that we wanted to go over here, because a lot of people were thinking the Makoto skin was for free. We had, of course, some notifications of inside the trailer where we have a boss fight and stuff like that. Well, this is going to be kind of clearing this up. This is the boss fight, at least levels here, where much like how we have the current boss fight levels in P5X, where it's all P5 looking and stuff like that, this one's now changed to more of a P3R type aspect here, and it's going to be the same deal. This, of course, is going to have some new shadows that we've never encountered in the game before, and then, of course, depending on the difficulties, we'll have probably some new effects as well. So one of the main things is, hey, new boss fights, most likely going up to level, I think it's 20 or 30. By the looks of this one here, we only get to see 6. Well, I'm pretty sure it goes to like 20 or 30 here, in which this is just going to be for mission. The further you get up, the more prizes you get. It's going to be awesome to see it. Another thing, of course, Makoto's skin is going to be a gacha, just like those Jokers here. I almost say Gochers, but Jokers here. And if you guys don't know what I mean by the gacha here, go ahead and take a look at, I would like to say, was it this one here? Yes, let me make sure. Oh no, it's the freaking 5th one, man. I swear I can't be, even I get confused with god dang the logo sometimes. But in the 5th section here, it's going to be one of these type of gachas. So if you want the actual at least character here, or at least not the character, the outfit itself, it does take about 2 multis worth to do so, or at least you can get lucky. For example, I've done none of these except for the 3 freebies that I ended up getting, and I won't lie, didn't get them. Am I gonna possibly get them? Maybe. But in total, if you wanted to do all this, seeing that each pull is like 365, I think it is coming out to like 3,000 gems or something like that, which is technically 2 whole character multis. So hey, if you want the outfit, be sure to get it. Makoto's gonna have something very similar. I don't think it changes any of his like aspects, any of the like actual animations and stuff like that. So it's mainly just there to just be looking at it and having it. So if you want that, be sure to go ahead and get that. But alongside this, of course, we have some other things to go over here. So if we take a little bit of a scroll down, he actually ended up explaining the Tartarus gameplay. So Tartarus here is much like I wanted to have inside this game, and finally we have confirmation of what it's going to be like. Tartarus itself is going to be a roguelike game mode in which teams will have a set level cap, and you do need to gain EXP by killing shadows inside of Tartarus. Now, apparently the map will also be randomly generated, or at least procedurally generated each time you start a new game. So every time you get out of this roguelike game mode, it then is going to most likely refresh the map or redo whatever it needs to do to generate a new map, and that's going to be technically your new game. You guys can kind of keep this in a mind of like simulated universe if you guys have played at least Star Rail as well, in which you have those little generated maps there that can very well be the same in other little runs as well, but they're kind of in different aspects. So this is going to be the same thing here, where we're going to just start a new game, and then you can also use something called shuffle time to improve your team or an ally after each battle. So that's going to be fairly interesting to see as well. Alongside of this here, we do have a little bit more information that there is going to be a willpower system, that if you go to 0, you will fall into despair and lose. Now, I'm unsure if they mean this is going to be for the main character being Wonder, much how we would have it in most Persona games, where if you lose your main character, your whole team loses. Unsure if that's going to be the whole thing here as well. It may just be called like, if we just happen to get this down to 0, we all lose, but it doesn't probably pertain just primarily to that main character. We'll probably know a little bit more about this later on once the actual update does come out, so look forward to that very soon. Now, there are some more things that we need to go ahead and go over here. So one of the things I wanted to go ahead and go over is Makoto and what he is himself. A lot of people were very confused at first what he was going to be. People didn't think he was going to have Orpheus, and this was something I kept telling you guys that we've been told this a while ago. It was leaked out in the open, it was shown out in the open, and we actually had the devs confirm it on one of the streams that Makoto was going to be a fire single target, well, a fire DPS. Well, lo and behold, the man is going to actually be a fire single target DPS, and also is going to be wielding Orpheus. Now, alongside of this, he does use Thurgies, which is something that we were kind of expecting to see, mainly due to the card set that is actually in the game here, which I can actually kind of show this as well. We go ahead and check out the metaverse here. This card set, for anyone who probably wants to start like farming it as well, you most likely can go ahead and do so. Most likely this is going to be his actual card set as well. If you check one of these card sets here, it's primarily for Thurgy. This is going to be for this whole Thurgy set of things, and this is mainly most likely going to be for Makoto himself. So we already knew he was going to have something of this aspect inside of his kit. But what we didn't know was he can use a double Thurgy, which is fairly interesting, of Shiva and Parvati, and that was not something I actually expected to see. I'm pretty sure a couple of you guys, once you did see it as well, weren't expecting it as well. So it was a really cool thing to see. That was awesome to actually have there, and I feel like it's going to have a nice twist. But of course, as I already said, Tartarus, new game mode, something there that we're going to have there, and that's going to be awesome. Alongside of this here, we do know that there's going to be a whole P3R character UI change for this entire thing. P3R characters as well, though we do have highlights in P5X and P5 itself, P5, at least P3R characters, will not be using highlights. They only have Thurgies, and they will have assist commands. So there's nothing as like gun characters or anything like that. Everything is going to be assist commands and Thurgies, so surely do keep that in mind. Alongside of this, of course, we did get the splash art preview, so if you guys didn't see that, which don't know how you guys probably missed it because it was in my last video as well, which you guys might want to check that out if you want to see the trailer for yourself. But the splash art is absolutely amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, this looks way cooler than how I would thought they were gonna actually show off at least Orpheus, because they did leak it a while ago, but it didn't look anything like this. It looked absolutely different. So the fact that it looks like this, it just gives a whole different look on Orpheus, which looks insane. Alongside of this here, we are going to have a new persona that's going to be dropping as well, so surely do keep that in mind. And if I'm right, that should be pretty much just the gist of everything when it comes down to this. So when it comes down to Makoto, I'm very excited to see exactly what happens. Can't wait for at least his moveset to finally be at least shown later on tonight, which we'll be covering that as well. But till then, everybody, thank y'all for watching, and you have a wonderful day. Peace out.